Today we are here with Mariam. We will be talking to her about her life and how the Taliban has influenced it. Welcome.
Thank you.
So, how has your childhood affected you today?
Well, I was born a harmi, so my father wanted nothing to do with me. So my mother and I went and lived in a kolba, where he came to visit about once a week. I wanted him to take me out for my birthday, and he said he would, but he didn't show up. So I snuck out to visit him at his house, but he wasn't there. So I stayed the whole day and night and slept outside, but he never came. So I was accompanied back to my house, where I had found my mother had hung herself. The only good that came out of that was I finally got to live with my father and his family. But then I was forced to marry a man named Rashid.
How do you feel about your father forcing you to marry Rashid?
At first I was very scared, but I knew other girls my age were doing it, and Rashid seemed nice enough of a man, and I didn't really feel welcomed in my home, so I went along and had a very good relationship with Rashid in the beginning.
You said beginning. Has it changed from then?
Yes, it has. We tried to have children, but for medical reasons I just couldn't bear children. So then our relationship became distant, and Rashid forced me to be in the kitchen cooking and cleaning all day, and he said that that was my role in society because I was a woman.
I'm sorry, but thank you so much, Mariam.
Welcome.
We will be back with Layla in a little bit, so I'll see you then.
Welcome back, and now we're here with Layla. Welcome.
Thank you.
Do you feel lucky to be educated as a woman?
Yes, I do. My father always believed that women should just be just as educated as men are. And even after the Taliban started bombing our city, he would tutor me so that I wouldn't fall behind on my education.
So tell us a little bit about your childhood and Tariq.
Well, as a child, me and Tariq were best friends from the beginning. And he would always treat me just the same, and he would never treat me differently because I was a girl.
How did you feel when Rashid asked to marry you?
Well, I wasn't really okay with it because he already had a wife, but I was pregnant and I knew I had to find a father figure, a male, to help me because women wouldn't be able to survive with a child without a male.
How did you feel when Rashid refused to escort you to the orphanage?
I was very upset about that because I loved Azia and I didn't want to put her in the orphanage in the beginning, but he loved his son more than he loved my daughter, and so we had to do what we had to do.
What were the consequences you faced going to the orphanage alone?
Well, we weren't allowed to according to the Taliban, so I would have to try and sneak around, but literally on every street they were there with huge guns and things that they would use to beat us. The days I got to go visit her and didn't get beaten were great, but most of the days I had to turn around and go back home because I was.
Thank you. And when we return, we'll have both Layla and Mariam. Welcome back, and now we're here with both Layla and Mariam. So what made you guys want to run away even though you knew the consequences?
I think we were tired of just being mistreated. Rashid thought he was better than us because he was male, so he was physically and verbally abusive, and we were just tired of it.
Also, the Taliban were very harsh during these times, and we wanted to get away so we could have some freedom.
Mariam, how did you get the courage to kill Rashid?
I couldn't let him just kill Layla because we were such close friends. I knew if I didn't kill Rashid, eventually he would end up killing us. He was very harsh to us, and also the Taliban were very harsh, so we wanted a little bit of freedom from that.
Layla, will you ever be able to repay Mariam's courageous act?
No, but I will forever be grateful. Now, me and Tariq and my children are going to live in Pakistan.
Thank you. Through the story these two women just shared with us, we've seen how men and the Taliban both affect innocent women in the Afghan culture, and we hope that the future can be brighter for the women of Afghanistan.